bridges. Over 200 million people cross bridges every day. Roads. Over 350 million people use roads to get from point A to point B. Without these structures, life as we know it would be much more difficult. So I ask, how is the United States performing in keeping the infrastructure of bridges and roads at peak efficiency and safety? Lives are in the balance with each day's crossings, travels, and commutes. According to the ASCE, the American Society of Civil Engineers, 1 in 9 bridges is considered structurally deficient. The average age of the 607,380 bridges in America is over 40 years old. Now, how many 40-year-old structures are in your home? All totaled, the United States needs to spend over $76 billion to fix all the problems on all bridges. Now, transferring to roads, over 40% of major urban highways in America remain congested. It costs the U.S. economy $101 billion in time and fuel annually. An estimated $107 billion is needed to significantly improve the condition and performance of roads. The fundamental quality of life in cities, suburbs, and rural America depends on safe, efficient, and passable roads.
America, your overall infrastructure rating is at a D+. It is 1 letter grade away from failing. It is costing each person time and money, 2 things business people do not like to waste. What else must we, the American people, do to ensure that you take action? All of the other infrastructure sections and subsections are important, yes. But when it comes to the very roads that you and I use every day, the system is archaic, out of order, and passé. I think that not only do roads deserve the attention of our Congress, we must mandate this attention to secure life, liberty, and prosperity. It deserves action. To get a better understanding of the dire importance and attention this problem needs, we contacted a local contractor by the name of CNS Construction. Let's hear what they had to say.
In a perfect world, first of all, it'd make it easier for roads to be built, bridges to be improved and expanded. A road usually involves multiple permits, and the permits are hard to get. There's a lot of legwork that has to happen by engineers, by designers, by the government agencies in order to issue the permits, approve the drawings. And usually that's years and years and years and many dollars in the process. You know, locally, Interstate 64 needed to be widened a long time ago. In my opinion, it's not a safe road. It's impeding commerce. It's inhibiting access to the military bases, which is critical for defense. It ought to be easier to build. It ought to be easier to design them, put them out for bids, and to build them. The regulations are, they've gotten to the point where they're impeding progress, and they're impeding the goal that we all have. We want to build roads, and we want safe roads, and we want them built in a environmentally sound way. And they've definitely gone beyond that, in my opinion.
To get an even better understanding of this situation, we contacted our local JCC county representative. Let's hear what she has to say.
Number one, when I look at, as a public servant, when I'm looking at our funding allocation, it's always the priority should be the health and safety and welfare issues. And transportation safety is one of the top priorities, and maintaining our infrastructure. And once you build it, maintain it. Otherwise, if you let it go and it deteriorates, then it becomes extraordinarily expensive to to make the improvement again and to make it safe. And it's important also when we go through General Assembly and the governor, when he puts his budget out, that the money that goes through VDOT goes into the ground, so to speak.
United States Congress, this is a real issue that must be resolved immediately. The longer you wait, the worse the problem will become. Let's put the time and energy into fixing, repairing, and renewing our bridges and roads.
As others have pointed out, the American Society of Civil Engineers once again gave our infrastructure a dismal report card. Our nation's bridges were rated C+. The report found that 60% of New York's roads are in poor or mediocre condition. That's why I believe a strong federal investment is necessary. We can't allow our country to continue to fall behind, and we need the long-term policies that ensure sustainable funding for our nation's infrastructure.
So we urge you to put this at the top of your infrastructure priority list so that people know that Congress is doing its job in keeping the United States of America safe, economically viable, and fully accessible.